Investing in yourself is one of the most powerful decisions you can ever make. It does not require a large amount of money, and it does not depend on where you come from. It starts with a simple idea. You are your greatest asset. In life, people often focus on investing in external things. They invest in business, real estate, or material possessions. These investments can be valuable, but they are never as important as the investment you make in yourself. Because at the end of the day, everything you build depends on your knowledge, your mindset, and your skills. Imagine this for a moment. If everything around you disappeared, your job, your money, your connections, what would remain? The answer is you. Your ability to think, to learn, to adapt, and to grow. That is why investing in yourself is not just important, it is essential. The journey of investing in yourself begins with awareness. You start by asking yourself a simple but honest question. Who am I becoming? Not who you were in the past, not who others expect you to be, but who you are growing into. This question may feel uncomfortable at first, but it is the beginning of real change. Many people live their lives on autopilot. They wake up, go to work, come home, and repeat the same routine every day. There is nothing wrong with having a routine, but without awareness, growth becomes limited. When you invest in yourself, you begin to live with intention. You make conscious choices about how you spend your time, your energy, and your attention. One of the most important ways to invest in yourself is through learning. Learning does not stop when you leave school. In fact, real learning often begins after that. Every day, you have the opportunity to learn something new. A new word, a new idea, a new perspective. Reading books, listening to podcasts, watching educational videos, or simply having meaningful conversations can expand your mind. The more you learn, the more you understand the world, and the more confident you become in your own thinking. But learning alone is not enough. You must also take action. Knowledge without action is like having a map, but never taking the journey. When you apply what you learn, you begin to see real change in your life. For example, if you learn about positive thinking, try to practice it in your daily life. If you learn a new language, use it in conversations. If you learn a new skill, practice it regularly. Growth happens when knowledge meets action. Another important part of investing in yourself is taking care of your mental and emotional health. In today's fast-paced world, it is easy to feel overwhelmed. Stress, anxiety, and negative thoughts can slowly drain your energy. That is why it is important to create space for yourself. Spend time alone when you need it. Reflect on your thoughts. Understand your emotions instead of ignoring them. When you take care of your inner world, you build a strong foundation for everything else in your life. Self-investment also means believing in yourself, even when others do not. There will be moments when people doubt you. They may not understand your goals or your dreams. That is okay. Not everyone is meant to understand your journey. What matters is that you believe in your own potential. This belief is not about arrogance. It is about quiet confidence. It is about knowing that you are capable of learning, growing, and improving over time. Of course, investing in yourself requires discipline. It is not always easy. There will be days when you feel tired, unmotivated, or discouraged. On those days, it is important to remember why you started. Discipline means doing what is necessary even when you do not feel like doing it. It means showing up for yourself again and again, even when progress feels slow. Over time, these small efforts create big results. Time is one of your most valuable resources. How you use your time reflects what you value. When you invest in yourself, you begin to use your time more wisely. Instead of spending hours on things that do not help you grow, you choose activities that add value to your life. This does not mean you cannot relax or enjoy yourself. Rest is also important, but there is a difference between rest and distraction. Rest helps you recover. Distraction keeps you stuck. Another key aspect of self-investment is building good habits. Your life is shaped by what you do every day, not just once in a while. Small habits, repeated consistently, create powerful results. For example, reading for just 10 minutes a day may not seem like much, but over a year, it becomes hours of learning. Exercising a few times a week may feel small, but it builds strength and energy over time. Habits are like seeds. When you plant them and take care of them, they grow into something meaningful. Investing in yourself also means stepping out of your comfort zone. Growth does not happen in comfort. It happens when you challenge yourself, when you try something new, when you face your fears. This can be uncomfortable. You may feel uncertain or afraid, but every time you step outside your comfort zone, you expand your limits. You discover new abilities and build confidence. Failure is also part of this journey. When you try new things, you will not always succeed. You may make mistakes, you may fail, but failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of it. Every mistake teaches you something valuable. It shows you what works and what does not. It helps you grow stronger and wiser. When you see failure as a lesson, you remove the fear of trying. Another powerful way to invest in yourself is by surrounding yourself with the right people. The people you spend time with influence your thoughts, your habits, and your mindset. If you are around people who complain, who give up easily, or who focus only on problems, it becomes harder to stay positive and motivated. But when you are around people who support you, who inspire you, and who believe in growth, it lifts your energy. It encourages you to become better. Choose your environment carefully. It plays a bigger role in your life than you may realize. Investing in yourself is not about becoming perfect. It is about becoming better than you were yesterday. It is a continuous process. There is always something new to learn, something new to improve. Sometimes, progress will feel slow. You may not see immediate results, but that does not mean you are not growing. Growth often happens quietly, beneath the surface, before it becomes visible. Be patient with yourself. Change takes time. The most important thing is consistency. It is also important to celebrate your progress. Many people focus only on what they have not achieved yet. they forget to appreciate how far they have come. Take a moment to recognize your efforts. Every step forward matters. Every small improvement is a sign that you are moving in the right direction. Remember that investing in yourself is not selfish. When you grow, you become a better version of yourself not only for you, but also for the people around you. You have more to give, more to share, and more to contribute. In the end, your life is the result of the choices you make every day. You can choose to stay the same, or you can choose to grow. Investing in yourself is a decision. It is a commitment to your own future. It is a promise that you will not give up on yourself, no matter how difficult the journey becomes. You do not need to have everything figured out. You just need to take the first step. Start small. Read one page. Learn one new thing. Practice one good habit. Take one positive action. Over time, these small steps will lead you to something greater than you imagined. Because when you invest in yourself, you are not just changing your life. You are creating your future.